Welcome back to Board Games Daddy. My next series of videos will be dedicated to the 5 commander decks from streets of New Capenna. So stay tuned. I'm going to open and show you what is inside all of them. So this is the video dedicated to the deck Maestros Massacre. Maestros Massacre. So, and hello, the painter. Maestro, oh, maybe a Masters of Pain, is that? Okay, so I understand it's a vampire. I'm trying to get the theme here from this deck. Just by looking here, we've seen the cabaretti, the singers, we've seen the riveteers, the guy from construction and mobsters, and now we have the maestros and vampires. Okay, so let's learn more. Blood is beautiful, so vampire deck, and contract. Hello, Agnello. So how do I read this in English? Agnello? Anello. Wow, am I speaking in Italian here? Agnello, and put the hit, maybe because it's mafia, so mafia again, there's the Italian, and put the hit out on your opponents. Its artistic flourish doubles the impact of your most devastating spells, providing you are willing to pay the price. Okay, so it doubles the effects of spells. The painter. Agnello sees no difference between a dagger and a paintbrush. Is the maestro's leaders, right-hand man and the best assassin in town. He'll get any job done and turn the city scene into a work of art in the process. Okay, painters, artists here. So let's see what is inside this deck. Now it's the artists, the next archetype from the city of New Capenna. Like this one, really, I could not foresee painters because I don't get the connection with the 20s in artists. Maybe there's something there, so let's try to figure it out. So for you to know, you'll have the tokens here that you can take out, and then this thing also pops out, and everything comes inside this very friendly box, which has a Agnello here. What is he holding there? Is that that's a knife? That's a sword there, some kind of dagger or whatever. So inside the box you have everything you need here. There's the life tile, put it on the side, and then there's the deck, the tokens, and this paper that will open. But before, I'm always excited to see what can I get from this. Let me show you collector booster sample pack. I don't buy collector boosters. I think those are a rip-off for the price they cost. So that's somewhere where my money doesn't go. But at least here, I'm happy to try to see if I'm lucky. Like for example, there's is this a mythic? Wow, a foil mythic here with the Zayatora, the incinerator. That's a leader of the Riveteers, right? I think I remember. Is this worth money? Did I get a lottery ticket here? I'll see it after the video because I don't want to stop the video now. If that's it, maybe it's not worth that much. I don't know. I'll see after. And then Rakish Revealers. These guys look happy. And those are, I don't know who they are. I know very little about the lore of this set, so this is a world that I'm going in for the first time now, so I'm learning along the way with you guys. So what you have here on this paper is a little bit of the strategy of the deck here, the commander rules if you are not familiar with, and then you'll have a little bit about Agnello. Dagger, paintbrush, all the same to Agnello. That Maestro's fixer. So he's holding a paintbrush. Okay. That Maestro's fixer will tell you, murders his muse. Reads every contract from the whole museum. But it's got to be real inspiring for him to give it personal attention. Know what I mean? Still, all that hoity paperwork's just moonlighting to bamboozle the common folks. He was Lord Xander's right-hand man long before the city was built, long before, and is still
is still is today. I don't know what kind of English is this. I'm always having difficulty reading this. Is this like the 20s or whatever? Must be hand trained by the Lord himself for damn near centuries by now. So you want the best assassin in town? You call Agnello. All the time in the gallery must have got into his head, making him think he is some sort of artist, even if killing's way more profitable. This man can resist a spiffy little flourish here and there. Say he is doing studies for his magnum opus, trying to turn each crime city into some sort of masterpiece. Some folks thinks some folks think he sets a corpse up so pretty, any bystander wish they have been knocked off instead. Okay, so he's an artist of murdering. Calls it art, a bit of hidden spectacle. Maybe he's trying to impress his boss or his darling daughter. Overkill, if you ask the average feller, but hey, vampires just like that sometimes. Okay, so crazy alert, red flag, crazy guy here. However, who's sane here, right? Who's sane on these stories? Uh, this guy is black, red, and blue, so probably the craziest combination for the crazy people. This guy is half Demir, half Rakos, if my knowledge of guilds is correct, if we can say that. So he's super crazy. Okay, let's go and start with then the commander. Agnello the painter. Only 3 for the 1/3, so this guy is not that strong, but he has the death touch. The death touch. The first instant or spell you cast each turn has casualty 2. As you cast that spell, you may sacrifice a creature with power 2 or greater. If you do, copy that spell, and you may choose new targets of that copy. Okay, so if you have lots of 2/2s, one is sacrificed, is killed by the painter, and then you copy a spell. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then maybe this is the crazy daughter. Is it the crazy daughter? Parnis, the subtle brush. Okay, she's 5. She's stronger for 4. Whenever you or a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless the player pays 4 life. What? Oh, this is very funny. Whenever you copy a spell, up to 1 target opponent may also copy that spell. You may choose new targets for that copy. Okay, so you may choose then they may choose. Okay, so they may choose. So yeah, that's the catch, right? So you cannot do anything. You need to pay life. But then if I copy a spell, so I need to copy spells with other tricks, like for example, what happens here. Okay. Well, I like the first part. The second part, I need to see how the deck protects that. So let's see. Extravagant replication. So another crazy lady. So this is the deck of the crazy. They all have these eyes, which are like dead eyes. No pupils, right? Yeah. So that's what characterizes the whatevers that I don't remember the name. So who are these ones? They are the Maestros. Okay. Flawless Forgery. Another artist. Sinister Concierge. So she's not a vampire. Body Count. That's a bodyguard. Dogged Detective. The art is cool. Make an example. Waste Management. Xander's Pack. So that's the big guy. That's Xander there. The big boy. Audacious Swap. That's a thief stealing that thing there. Determined Iteration. Spellbinding Soprano. Cryptic Pursuit. Is this guy shooting something at the one that is running away? Maestros Confluence. Okay, so what are the Maestros doing here? They are that's the guy that shoots things from his hand. It's this guy. Has a a gun in his hand. Strix Carrier of the Flame. Smuggler's Buggy. That's the one that lost the tires in the other deck. Clone Legion. Dig Through Time. Dawn from Dreams. Mystic Confluence. Reverse Rebuke. Wow. What's the name here? So I'm gonna try. Zinder's Judgment. Yeah. Army of the Damned. That's the one that brings 13 zombies. Cool one. Blood-Soaked Champion. Clearly not on the team, so we are now outside streets of Capenna. Puppeteer. That's from Lorwyn. Looks like Lorwyn there. Rain on the Pits. That could be. Sever the Bloodline. Skyclave Shade. Woe Streeter. Chain Reaction. Double Vision. Radicling Phoenix. Squid Immortal. There's Squee with his shell. Bedevil. Call the Skybreaker. Cass, Dissident Mage. The Mimic Vat. The Twining Staff. Cascade Bluffs. Choked Estuary. The Darkwater Catacombs. So now we get to the lands. If we need a little chat. Oh, that's a big guy there. He's chatting with the big guy. Look at the hair, very typical. The cow tongue, right? That's how this one is called. Cow tongue. And the big demon. Cormella, Glamour Thief. Maestro's Charm. Maestro's Theater. Deep Analysis, so even Nicol Bolas or Yugen, it's Nicol Bolas, right? It's here. Fact or Fiction, Frantic Search, Ponder, Preordain, Tolerance Evocation, Feed the Swarm, Rite of Ranging Storm, Goblin Electromancer. Okay, Demir Signet. Is it Signet? Is it? Okay, Lightning Rakdos, Soul, Oval, and the lands, the typical and the special. So the islands are like fountains. Yeah, they are the fountains of the city. Wow. And then have the undergrounds and sewers and the skyscrapers and the furnace. And there you see, I haven't seen this in detail, so that's like the lakes and the water reserves of the city. Another swamp which looks like abandoned underground places, and the mountain which is the big skyscraper. See it? Now we go here and see these tokens now. So you have some +1/+1s, copies, lots of copies. You're going to copy lots of things. Rogues. Wow, that's the butcher. Zombies. That's Commander, hard copy of the Commander. There's a goat. Drakes. Lightning Rager. Elementals, demons, and what is this? Another elemental. Oh, done. So this was it. This was the Maestros Massacre. I hope you have enjoyed that. If so, then don't forget, leave a like, subscribe, consider subscribing, especially if you're a Magic fan, if you like this kind of content in the channel, then you'll find lots of decks, commander decks, and other stuff that I've opened and I brought here. So I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you.